Well, good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Stuart's Classic Bikes and Cars. Well, I'm going to do two videos today. One's a short one on about my forks, the front suspension, then we'll get it back on the seat. So, the postman's been this morning, a JRS delivery, and they brought me these. These are Kawasaki Fury 125 forks. Now, these are my original ones. These are Kawasaki HD3. Now these come with a drum front brake, but I wanted a disc front brake for racing. And also, let's just check here. These are 30mm stanchions, the HD3. And the Fury are also 30mm, which is good. Now, the only difference is they are a bit longer, but they're not actually, they're about, these Fury forks are about 2 inches longer. These Fury, from top of the stanchion to the bottom, are 720. So they're 720 long, the Fury fork. And the HD3 forks are 675. So these are slightly shorter. Now my idea at first was to put these stanchions there in these Kawasaki in these HD3 steering head and just push the top through the steering head, but the only problem there is they're not a clamped top bit on the top yoke. These are bolted. If you have a look at the top of these forks, there's a bolt in the top and a washer. That's because this top yoke bolts the top of the forks. So my idea of using them isn't quite so easy. So what I'm thinking of doing is using these HD3 stanchions I'm going to keep the HD3 top and bottom yoke. I'm going to use them. Like I said yesterday, I've got 2 new bearings to put in the steering head column. Now, the bottom of these Kawasaki Fury are 313mm long from here to the bottom of the leg. 313. Now the HD3 are 310. So it's only 3mm difference. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use these stanchions. I'm going to use these with the threaded tops. I'm going to take the seals out and remove the damper rods out the bottom. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these bottoms off, take the damper rods off, use these bottoms and damper rods and put them into the HD3. And then I'll be able to use this disc bottom fork leg, because on this one there's a mounting here to hold a caliper unit. So once I get these mounted, which I'm going to look at tomorrow hopefully, so that's the plan. I'm going to put these bottoms, which are only 3mm difference, onto the bottom of my HD3. I may have to alter the caliper and shim it a little bit to line it up and line the wheel up with spacers, but it's nothing I can't do. So that's the plan for the front forks. So stay with me. So the front forks are moving along. Once I get the front forks assembled and the steering head on the frame, I've got a new wheel to put in with a 2.5-inch 2.5 brand new aluminium rim. So I'll mount that, and I've got 2 new tyres coming, so we'll be able to finish the front end off. So stay with me. I'm going to come back to you today in a little while. I'm just going to reorganise things in the workshop. Then we'll move on to part 2 of Stuart's fiberglass seat repair, copying all the Blue Peter ideas. Thanks for watching. See you a bit later. Bye bye.